Hello everyone, my name's Randy Eager, and welcome to our continuing series of Pocket Presentations, short presentation tips to make your website sales strong again. Today we're going to overview the need for feeds, blog marketing, and RSS tips. Along this vein, we're going to be talking about video presentations in your blog site. I hope you enjoy this tip.
Now, what about YouTube? Well, YouTube and photo sharing are the fastest growing applications. Why? Well, there's a very interesting reason for that. You must be able to conquer these or be conquered. You must be aware of all this. What are video blogs? Well, video blogs are basically just video on your blog site. And we're going to show you a great example of video blogs. A Wikipedia definition of video blogs is: a video blog is a blog which uses video as a primary content. Well, duh, that is a video blog. Now, how do I create a video blog? Well, this is where we get into the interesting stuff. Number one, lay out your video shoot with a clear thought process. This is just like producing a television show. You need to know exactly scene to scene to scene. What is it that you're going to do? Number two, shoot your video with several slow pans and multiple angles. Now, this is especially helpful for your video walkthroughs of your homes. When I say a slow pan, I can't emphasize this enough. So many agents think a slow pan is something where I quickly go from one side of the room to the other. No, that's a fast pan. The slower you go, the easier it is to look at. So be very careful when you are doing a slow pan. And by the way, with slow pans, using a tripod is always good with video blogs because it helps to make that video pan more smooth. Well, let's take a look at number three. Post your video to YouTube or other social networks. Now, you can also do your video yourself. You don't need to go to YouTube, but YouTube is just so easy to do. And number four, embed your video into your website or blog site. So those are some tips on how to create a video blog. Now, here's 7 tips for video blogging. Now, these might seem dumb, but I'm going to give them to you anyway. I'm just going to rifle right through them. Number 1, drink water before you shoot. Why? Because your mouth is going to get very dry, especially if this is one of the first ones you have created. Number 2, record several takes, and don't worry about doing another take and another take and another take. You want this to be good, and you can edit it later with your photo editing or video editing software. Number 3, and I know this sounds dumb, smile. If you don't smile, you're not thinking of smiling. It's going to come across that you don't care about what you're doing. Just make sure you smile. Number 4, vary the tone and pitch in your voice. I hope that you can tell that in our webinar, that's one of the things I always try to do. I always try to vary the tone and the pitch and the modulation in my voice. It just makes the webinar or the video that much more interesting. Here's another interesting one. Move your head when speaking. You don't want to be like the talking heads on the news. You want to move your head back and forth a little bit. What's crazy is when I'm doing my webinar here, I'm actually moving my head because I'm so used to moving when I'm doing either a speaking engagement or a webinar that it's just now come as second nature. Number 6, look at yourself in the mirror beforehand. Get used to yourself. Get comfortable with yourself as others will be seeing you. And number 7, learn your editing software. I'm going to give you an idea on some video software, and there's other video software that you can get for free. In fact, there is video editing software that comes with Windows if you want to use that as well. If you'd like to step up to the plate just a little bit higher, if you'd like to raise the bar a little bit, I'd like to show you one that I just love. It's called Vegas Movie Studio. Now, Vegas Movie Studio can be used with building home tours with voiceovers. In other words, you can just walk through the home, take the video, whether you're doing a voiceover during the video or not, and later on, if you don't like what you said or if you stumbled over your words, you can redo the words and redo the voiceover later on. It's a wonderful way to redo your walkthroughs professionally. You can use as a pre-open house tool. You can also create marketing tools for sellers. They love this. You can send links out to out-of-town buyers. So if a listing comes on the market after your buyer has left town, this is a great way to show them the home without them having to come back into town and be able to make an offer. Now, I know many of you have already done this. Many buyers will make an offer on a property subject to coming back into town because they are now comfortable enough with seeing the home by your video walkthrough that they can make an offer that way. And share the video with video sharing sites such as YouTube, or, as I'm going to show you in just a moment, use your own blog site for making the video.